4 from class 10C, I'm going to speak on such a famous personality. The famous personality goes by the name Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He is fondly called as Bapu and was titled as the father of the nation by Subhash Chandra Bose. Mahatma, meaning a great soul, was bestowed to him by Rabindranath Tagore while writing his autobiography in 1950, and was accepted by the common people as they believed that he was India's national and spiritual leader. Freedom is not dear at any price. It is the breath of life. What would a man not pay for living is one of the most famous quotes given by Mahatma Gandhi. He devoted his whole life to his country and assisting its people. He preached and practiced non-violence. He believed that violence was not the answer to everything, and that through non-violence we can win our country back. Movements like the Quit India movement, the Dandi March, the Non-Cooperation movement, etc. were all carried under his leadership. He successfully became a barrister in 1891. After becoming a barrister, he could have earned lakhs of rupees and could have lived a luxurious life. But he did not choose that luxurious life. Instead, he chose to live like an ordinary person and fight for the freedom of his country. He was a person who cared the least about his own life and did what was necessary for the freedom of the Indians. To conclude with, I would like to say that there are many people who we look up to as our role models, and Mahatma Gandhi can for sure be on that list. Let it be an inspiration for the upcoming youth, for the future of our country is in their hands.
Today is also the birth anniversary of another freedom fighter of India who has helped to achieve some of the success of independence in India. He is Lal Bahadur Shastri. He was born on 2 October 1904. When he was just 1.5 years old, his father died, and then he lived with his mother Ram Dulari until he was 10 years old. Afterwards, he joined many freedom movements and satyagrahas. He went 7 times in jail and contributed most of his time to India's freedom struggle. On 15th August 1947, when India was declared independent, at that time he became the railway minister of independent India. There was a major accident, and afterwards he resigned, believing that he was responsible for that. But afterwards, Nehruji appointed him as the Home Minister of independent India. Then he went with a peace treaty with his diplomatic alliances with Nepal, and afterwards he also went into a treaty with Pakistan when there was a war in 1961. At that time, when he was returning to India after the peace treaty, he died of a severe heart attack. After his death, on that same year, he was being awarded as the Bharat Ratna. He was one of the noble freedom fighters of independent India. Thank you.
उपस्थित सभी को सुप्रभात। आदरणीय मुख्याध्यापका मैडम और सभी गुरुजन वर्ग और मेरे प्रिय दोस्तों, मेरा नाम आर्यन दत्तात्रेय मोरे है। मैं कक्षा 10वीं का छात्र हूँ। आज मैं आपके सामने खड़ा हूँ एक महत्वपूर्ण विषय पर बात करने के लिए। यह घटना ऐसी है जिसने सिर्फ भारत के स्वतंत्रता इतिहास को ही नहीं बदल दिया, बल्कि ये भी साबित कर दिया कि अहिंसा से हम कुछ भी हासिल कर सकते हैं। जी हाँ, मैं बात करने जा रहा हूँ महात्मा गांधी और उनके दांडी मार्च की। तो बात शुरू होती है 1930 में, जब हमारा प्यारा भारत देश अंग्रेज शासन का गुलाम था। उस समय हमारे भारतीयों पर अनेक अत्याचारी कानून और कर लागू किए गए थे। उस समय स्वतंत्रता सेना के एक महान व्यक्ति महात्मा गांधी सामने आए। उन्होंने कुछ तो अनोखा कदम उठाने का फैसला लिया, और यही अनोखा कदम था दांडी मार्च का। बात इससे थोड़ा और पीछे शुरू होती है, वो है 31 जनवरी 1930 में। इस दिन महात्मा गांधी ने एक ब्रिटिश अफसर वाइसरॉय इरविन को पत्र लिखा, और इस पत्र में उन्होंने अपनी 11 मांगें दर्ज की। इन 11 मांगों में से एक महत्वपूर्ण मांग थी नमक कानून के खिलाफ, नमक कानून को रद्द करने की। परंतु ब्रिटिश सरकार ने इस पर कोई ध्यान नहीं दिया। इसलिए 12 मार्च 1930 को महात्मा गांधी उनके 78 अनुयायियों के साथ एक मार्च निकालने का फैसला करते हैं। यह मार्च उनके साबरमती आश्रम से लेकर गुजरात के दांडी नामक समुद्र किनारे तक था। यह मार्च लगभग 240 मील यानी 386 किलोमीटर इतना लंबा था। इस मार्च का उद्देश्य तो सादा था, लेकिन उतना ही गहरा था, क्योंकि इससे उन्हें ब्रिटिश के नमक कानून को मिटाना था। इस नमक कानून का खुलेआम उल्लंघन करना था। इसलिए गांधी जी ने ये मार्च निकाला था। फिर दिन आता है 6 अप्रैल 1930 का। इस दिन महात्मा गांधी दांडी समुद्र किनारे तक पहुंच जाते हैं, और वह ऐसे ही नहीं पहुंचते, उन्हें बहुत सारी कठिनाइयों का सामना करना पड़ता है। उनके जो अनुयायी थे उनको भी बहुत सारी कठिनाइयों का सामना करना पड़ता है, पर साहस, आत्मविश्वास को लेकर महात्मा गांधी आखिर पहुंच ही जाती है। महात्मा गांधी का ये मार्च लगभग 24 दिनों का था, इसलिए जहाँ जहाँ महात्मा गांधी रुकते उधर हजारों की संख्या में लोग उनके बातें सुनने के लिए आ जाते हैं। फिर अब हम आते हैं 6 अप्रैल 1930 में। इस दिन महात्मा गांधी दांडी समुद्र किनारे पर पहुंचे। उन्होंने समुद्र के खारे पानी को लिया और उसको वाष्पित करके उससे नमक बना दिया। यह अंग्रेज सरकार के खुले आम मुंह पे तमाचे के समान था। महात्मा गांधी के यह कार्य ने पूरे देश में स्वतंत्रता की एक आग सी लगा दी थी। दांडी मार्च का उद्देश्य सिर्फ इतना ही नहीं था कि हमें ये नमक कानून से मुक्ति मिल सके। इसका अर्थ यह भी था कि पूरी दुनिया को दिखाया जाए कि भारत एक ऐसा देश है जो शांतता से अपना मुकाम हासिल कर सकता है। अंत में मैं यह कहना चाहूँगा कि हमारे सामने कितनी भी बड़ी मुश्किल क्यों ना हो, अगर हमें साहस है, आत्मविश्वास है और अगर हमने अहिंसा का पालन किया तो हम उसे आसानी से पार कर सकते हैं। आखिर अहिंसा ही परम धर्म है। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Your beliefs becomes your thoughts becomes your words becomes your action becomes your habit becomes your value becomes your destiny. Good morning everyone, honorable chief guest, respected principal ma'am, teachers and my dear friends. Myself Miss Rucha Vishwajit Mohite from class 8 APJ Kala. When we see the flag of our country flying high, it makes us feel proud. We honor our all past heroes, freedom fighters and leaders. Today is 2nd October. We all are gathered here to celebrate Gandhi Jayanti. On this occasion, I would like to give a small speech in front of you about Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi ji was one of the greatest leaders that history has ever produced. He was not only a great politician but also a social and religious leader, lawyer and writer. He is the father of nation and people lovingly call him Bapu. His full name was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He was born on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat. His father Karamchand Gandhi was a Diwan of Porbandar at that time, and mother Putlibai was very noble and religious lady. He was sent to the school at the age of 7. At school, he was not a bright student, but he was very honest and hardworking. He was married to Kasturba at the age of 30. He passed entrance examination at the age of 17 and then returned to India and went to England for his higher education. Mahatma Gandhi did law in England and returned to India in 1891 as a barrister. Gandhiji started practice at Rajkot and Bombay, but he failed. Gandhiji went to South Africa in 1893 in connection with this. There he was a miserable condition of Indians and other black people. In South Africa, he started campaign against the British for the violation of the dark-colored Asians and became successful. Gandhiji returned to India in 1915 and joined Indian National Congress. The three mass movements launched by him made the people of India believe in unity. These three mass movements were Non-Cooperation Movement, Civil Disobedience Movement and Quit India Movement. The Quit India Movement was the greatest success with all the Indians protesting under the guidance of Mahatma Gandhi. This was the last movement against the British they were forced to leave India, and India achieved independence. Gandhiji's main principles were truth and non-violence. Gandhiji believed in simple living and high thinking. Gandhiji did not care for the difficulties of his life. Gandhiji also believed that all the human beings on the earth are God's special people and must be treated equally irrespective of their caste, religion, region, creed and their color. Even though he played a very important role to get India free, but he never enjoyed the fruits of his struggle. He was assassinated on 13th January 1948 by Nathuram Godse. Now Gandhiji's whole life story is great inspiration for us. Our speeches not enough to speak about Mahatma Gandhi's values and deeds, but we as the future of this country can honor him by living out the life by his principles like by the truth, peace and non-violence, and lead our country an incredible nation. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.